Hello and welcome to Homebrew Adventures, the RPG show where we take wannabe adventurers and take them through a one-shot adventure created by you, the listener. I am your Dungeon Master, Corey Keller. Join me every episode where I take our group of heroes who like to dungeons and sometimes dragons, and we will see if they survive. Do they have what it takes? Is your adventure challenging? Let's find out on Homebrew Adventures. Hey everybody, it's Alfred here. I just wanted to give you one of those previously on kind of things. How about previously on Homebrew Adventures?
You're able to wiggle free. How about that?
Okay, that works.
And you drop straight to the ground.
Okay.
In front of the crab, and the crab lets out another shriek. Mm-hmm. And this time you see 3 crabs appear from behind the obelisk. One that is about half the size of this one, and then 2 smaller ones. Both with about 4 eye stalks each.
Okay. So was any of that my action, or can I attack?
Oh, that was your action to break
action?
free.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still move.
Yeah, I'm gonna run back to Johnny.
Okay.
In the gang.
Fine.
Party.
All right. For Johnny, you're up. For Johnny.
So he just came back.
Yep. You 3 are huddled together behind the obelisk, and you are now pinned between a giant crab and 3 other crabs.
Where did the 3 other crabs come from?
Did you not hear that whole thing I told him on his turn?
No, I was preparing what I was going to do.
That's why you didn't hear. He broke free, landed in front of the crab. The crab let out another shriek, which summoned 3 more crabs from behind the obelisk.
One of them is
half the size of this giant one, and 2 smaller ones, both with 4, or all 3 of them with 4 eye stalks.
All right. Well, then I'll do what I was preparing to do when I wasn't listening.
All right.
Just to someone else. Going to use Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
Which is a cantrip for me.
On.
I'm going to do it on one of the 3 in the back.
Okay. You want to do it on one of the 2 smaller ones or the mid-size one?
Mid-size one.
Okay. And I got to make like a 13, don't I, off of wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
That is a 5.
Okay. Sweet.
So psychic damage, how much do I take?
You will take 1.
No.
1 total?
Yep.
All right.
Because I don't add anything to them.
Yeah.
So, but you are at disadvantage on your next attack.
Okay.
And then that's it.
All right, crabs. All right, these 3 crabs.
When I mock them, I call them 4 eyes.
4 eyes. The one in the middle, you can tell, kind of squints his 4 eyes as if he's preparing to do something. And now all 3 of them are going to attack all 3 of you.
Yay.
I'm just going to roll 1 for all 3.
You can't.
I am.
Then they all 3 have disadvantage.
Oh, crap, you're right. So I have to roll. Okay, I'm going to roll for the middle one, and then the other 2 I'll roll once. So the middle guy, he rolls a 17 as first roll. His disadvantage is a 3.
Nice.
So he runs up, but he misses his attack. And the other 2 are going to go for Varrock and Turk. And that is an 11 plus 4, so 15.
Yes.
No.
So it gets you. So 1 comes up to you and just like, Turk, and misses.
And then I'm like,
And
what
the
are you
other
doing?
one is going to pinch you for 4 points of damage.
It gave you such a little pinch.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
This is not good.
Oh boy.
16.
You're good.
Where are you at on health?
Now
I'm
the
at 9.
giant crab, he is going to actually, like grab a tree with his giant claw, and he's going to kind of rip it, and he's going to just chuck it in the general direction of you guys. All right, and that is a 15. So whose AC is...
Wait, if he's throwing something at us, can't we jump out of the way?
Yeah, you're going to make a dexterity saving throw, but I want to see whose AC it hits.
Me.
Yeah, that hits me.
Just you two? Okay, so you two make a dexterity saving throw.
16 plus a lot.
5.
5? All
Yep.
right, you're going to take damage. So as this tree that he just kind of rips up gets thrown, Turk, she's able to duck. Johnny, like, nimbly goes out of the way, and you kind of turn around, you're like, huh? As this tree just smacks you in the face. And you get hit with 2 points of damage because that was a terrible roll. All right, now we're back to Turk.
So all 3 crabs are still there.
Yep. They're all within the same square as all 3 of you.
Would I be able to use? So I probably can't use my longbow.
Nope.
They're too close.
You can, but it'd be a disadvantage and pointless. You'd probably want to use a melee weapon.
I'm gonna use my great axe. Can I try to slash all of them since they're
No.
so close?
You're all like together, so you'd hit them if you try to just swing around.
Is that okay?
So you have one of the smaller ones targeting you. That's in like basically in your square.
All right. Just great axe, the little guy.
Okay.
6.
Oh, you swing and a miss.
I whiffed.
But we will say that you chop one of its eye stalks off as it
Oh.
dives out of the way.
Does it squeal?
No.
Okay.
And you've already used action surge, so you won't get that again until a short rest.
You don't have to tell me that. I know I can't use
Are you going to move?
it. I move behind Johnny.
They're all with you, Johnny. All right, Varrock, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna attack with the great axe.
Okay.
And
So you have one of the smaller ones with you too.
huh?
You have one of the smaller ones
Yeah.
next to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So or you could target any of them you want, but I'm saying that's the one that's like
Yeah,
right
I'm
up
gonna go
on
for
you.
the one. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna aim for the eyes.
Okay.
15.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay, it doesn't really matter that you didn't roll a d20.
Yep, sure didn't. Rolled
Wait.
the wrong one.
What'd you
But
roll?
he hit. No, he hit. It was roll 20. Don't even worry about it.
Whoops. This is the one I need to roll now.
No, since you rolled that to hit, you should roll a d20 for damage.
That only makes sense.
No.
So, well, I did 4.
4 damage.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough to chop its eye stalks off,
Sweet.
but it's still alive because all you did was just chop its eye stalks off.
But I can't see.
Right,
But
so
it
it's a
can't
bit-
see. It's
so it's a-
blinded.
Okay.
All right, Varrock, anything else?
No.
All right, Yanni.
I am, because they're all right by me, right?
Yep.
How are you looking on hit points,
I'm
Turk?
good.
You're good.
Thank
All right,
you.
then I'm going to go give Varrock a nice little back rub.
Sweet.
And cast Cure Wounds,
Okay.
which is 1d8, I believe.
That was D6, but I don't remember.
No, d6 is healing word. Cure Wounds is
Okay.
1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. So that'll be 8 plus 5. So you get 10.
Sweet.
Is that back at maximum?
Just on 1 under, so I'm at 17.
Nice.
Okay. And I'm just like, hey, you're doing good.
Thanks, man.
All right, Crab's turn. Mr. Krabs. All right, so the blinded one first.
Also, by the way, I stay behind him where I was giving the back rub, so that way,
You can also use him as a shield.
bingo,
Gotcha.
bango.
The blinded one is just
You
gonna.
help me out.
He knows which direction you are
Uh-huh.
because of he's where he saw you last.
Okay.
So he's gonna disadvantagedly
Uh-huh.
chomp after you.
Okay.
Chomp.
Chomp. So 13 was his first roll. 12 was his second roll plus what is his modifier? So 14.
Yes.
That does hit. All
Yeah.
right. So he's gonna latch onto you for 4 points
Okay.
and go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
11.
You're good.
Okay.
All right. The middle crab is going to also go for Varrock, since Johnny went in that direction. So he's now using you as a shield,
Right.
and that is an 18 plus 2, so 20.
That's
think
also
that hits
gonna
you.
do it. Yeah.
He's going to clump onto you for 2 points.
Okay.
Clump.
Clump, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
11.
You're good. All right, and the third little crab is going to go after you,
Varrock.
Turk. After Turk. Ooh, it rolled a 1. So it kind of
What
misses
happens?
and falls in the dirt, and another one of its eye stalks pop off. So it only has 2 eye stalks left. The giant crab, since it can't really get too close to you because you're all within Johnny's square, it's going to do the whole tree thing again. It moves over to the right a little bit, grabs another thing that it can toss, and it just chucks it in your direction. And that's 9.
Nope.
Nope.
Doesn't hit anybody, right?
Nope.
Okay, so it just goes over everybody's heads. And Turk, you're up.
Where's the medium size crab?
It's over with Johnny. I mean, it's like 5 feet away from you, 5-10 feet away from you, just right there.
Is it hurt at all?
It is hurt by 1 point.
You're welcome.
Because of your mockery. All right. Well, just I'll just use my great axe again.
All right.
Okay, 15 plus 4.
Yes, that hits.
Good. 10
Ooh.
plus 2. 12.
Which one did you go for again? The
medium.
medium-sized crab? Yeah, you are able to slice that thing in half as it goes
Ooh.
down.
Nice.
So if I slice it in half, then I can take some of it for food. Maybe later have a seafood.
You can try if you want, yes.
All right.
All right, Varrock.
Okay, and that little blind one is next to me, right?
He is latched onto you,
He's
yes.
latched onto me.
Yeah.
Do I have to, can I,
Well,
rip-
technically, no, say the other one got killed. So, yeah, what now?
can I, like, rip them off? Or, like, am I going to have to do some sort of...
It'd be an action to, like, strength check if you can rip it off.
Mm-hmm.
Can I assist him since I'm rubbing his back?
Okay, yes, Johnny, you can use help since you are right next to him, and you'll be able to assist him. So, Vrock, that means you can now roll with advantage.
Okay.
Yep.
And...
So that, just so for those listening, that's how we are going to use the assistance roll, is if you are able to assist somebody and you were there next to him to be able to help, then we're going to use the help rule in that way. Yep, so yeah, Vrock, you'll roll with advantage.
Okay, and you said that was strength? Is that
Yep.
what you said? Okay. Okay, so 10... 18.
Yeah, you are able to rip the crab off of you.
Okay.
But you do it in a way to where you kind of pry the claw open first and then pull it off you, so you're not just like slicing your leg as you rip it off. Yeah, and you kind of toss it about 10 feet back. Johnny, you're up.
Really should have been thinking about what I was going to do. How many more trees does the big crab have?
I mean, this island has probably like 6 more trees. This little reef.
How bad? And
I mean, they're not like monstrous trees, but they're
there's
little
just
size.
the 2 small crabs left.
Yep. 2 small crabs, this giant crab, 6 trees,
All right,
and an obelisk. Just stating what's on the island and rocks
and us.
and you guys.
All right, so I'll just attack whatever crab is closest to me.
Okay. Not the one he threw off, so it'd just be another small one next to you. It's
Okay.
actually closer to Turk, so it's about 5 feet to your left.
That's fine.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna use my cutlass.
Okay.
So 11 plus 4.
Yep.
Okay. So 1d6 plus 2, that makes a total of 3
All right. He is not dead.
Of
job,
course,
buddy.
see, chipping away.
He's chipping away at it. Anything else you'd like to do?
I can't really.
Okay.
I mean, I could move closer to the big crab.
You could.
So, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna run kind of toward the trees.
Push him into the ocean.
Yeah. So I'm gonna head that way.
Okay, so yeah, as you make your way, so how far is your movement?
30.
So he's about 25 feet away from you right now.
Okay.
So are you going to run up like right to him, or are you going to run a little more towards the tree line?
A little bit more towards the tree line.
Okay. So yeah, you run, and you basically are in the tree line now, and he backs away, and he's about halfway in the water now.
Okay.
And yeah, he uses that reaction to move that distance. So he's moved 20 feet basically into the water,
Okay.
but he's still gigantic and still standing high above it. All right, and so now it is the crab's turn. So first things first is he is going to send another shriek.
So that's what I was like, we gotta get after this big guy. I don't think it's gonna.
Yeah, so as you chase him out, he sends out another shriek. And this time you see two more of those medium-sized crabs basically pop up, one in the tree line and one back behind the obelisk. So it makes a total of 4 crabs plus the giant one. And those 2 little crabs, the blind one is going to go ahead and try to figure out where you're at.
Good luck.
He's going to roll disadvantage, so that was an 8 and a 10. So the 8, nope, he doesn't make it. So that crab is now actually walking towards the ocean, thinking that's the way to go. Mm-hmm. The other crab is going to go after Turk. And that is a 19 total.
Yep.
And it rolled 3 damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
8.
8. All right, I need you to roll a D100.
Do I have to?
Yes.
33.
33. You become frightened and must use your action and movement each round to flee from the source of the fear.
Oh, just like you.
All right, so now these 2 new ones that popped up. One of them's going to go for Johnny,
How much damage did you say?
and it
think it was 3.
rolled a crit fail.
Nice.
So it stupidly just wanders into the woods or into those trees to like snapping at the air. And then the other one that popped up is going to go for Varrock. And that is a 16 plus 2, so 18.
Yes.
And it hits you with 4 points of damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, 4.
4?
Yup.
All right, I need you to roll a D100.
I don't know how we're gonna get out of this.
Uh-uh.
I'm about to just start sticking things in that obelisk.
36. Do I run away in fear of things?
You are now afraid of everything, and he's spending your actions to run away.
Gosh, thanks,
Oh,
guys.
Johnny, you're the only one left to fight. This lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So.
So I run behind Varrock, and then he runs
And then
behind
I run
me,
away, and
and
then
then
run
I run.
10 minutes.
Yes.
That's harsh.
What is that? 60 rounds?
About.
This is gonna be so much fun for people to listen to.
Well, let's see you guys get creative.
I can't do anything.
Well, here's a scenario. We have one crab that is giant crab that is completely scared of Johnny. So anytime Johnny goes near it, it's going to run away. We have 2 adventurers who are completely scared of everything and running away.
And the healer.
But I guess you could still make
anxiety
ranged.
levels on this
You could still make
island.
ranged attacks. I mean, even though you're running away, you can still make ranged attacks.
I thought it said that you ran away as your action.
Oh yeah, that's true. As an action, you have to run away. So Johnny, it's up to you to save the day and not get eaten.
Oh, boy.
All right. So Turk, it's your turn.
So run away.
Ah. Varrock, it's your turn. So Varrock, would you like to run away or run away?
I'm gonna run away.
Okay. And the funny thing is, you still have a crab attached to both of you.
And I'm like, ah.
You just see the scene of them trying to swat these
gonna-
crabs off of them as
I'm
they're
gonna
running.
throw
around.
everyone for a loop. I'm going to run away in fear. No.
So Johnny, yeah, you're up.
Refresh my memory on. You said there was like circles in the obelisk, right?
Yeah, there's like a weird like protrusion or
Protrusion?
indention. Sorry,
Indention.
Yeah, in the obelisk.
In the
It's
obelisk.
kind of round shaped with some other weird shapes that doesn't make it completely circular, but it outlines something.
Could I tell what it outlined?
Nope. It's a shape you don't know.
Is it big enough for me to stick my hand in it?
I mean, it's not deep. It's like, I mean, maybe not even a foot deep, like 6 inches deep.
This is terrible. I am going to. I don't know. I guess I will. Do I have a crossbow? I think I have a crossbow. Yeah.
I don't keep track of your.
That means I do.
You does.
I does. Hey, run away in fear. I'm going to shoot a crossbow at the big one.
Big crab? Okay, that sounds like a good idea. Make a ranged attack.
Yeah. That's 16 plus 4.
That hits. Did you roll a 1? So 3 damage.
Yep.
Don't worry, we'll help.
All right, as the arrow shoots through, you are able to, hit it in one of the eye stalks. And as it goes through the eye stalk, it sticks into the crab itself and the meat, not the shell. But you hear a little screech from the crab as it does feel some pain. And
Must
for the
be
first time,
pretty
you see
weak.
blood coming out of it.
Oh, good.
Anything else you'd like to do, Johnny?
Which crab was that?
The giant one.
Can they make a saving throw on their insanity or anything?
Oh, they'll have a chance to. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I climb the tree.
You're going to climb a tree.
Sure, why not? And then that way the small crab can't grab me.
All right, well, yeah, I'll allow you to climb a tree.
This is the worst.
You're telling me.
All right, so it is the crab's turn now. The small little crab that is attached to Varrock is going to try to just pinch you a little more. 9, I don't think that's enough.
Nope.
The other one's going to try to snap at you, Turk, and that is a 15.
Nope.
Okay, so they are just holding on as you guys are running away, and they're not able to actually
I'm still
pinch you anymore.
flailing around.
The big crab is going to lift a rock out of the water, and it's going to fling it at the tree line. Okay, it rolled a 1. So as you see this crab just lift up this rock from the water, and it just kind of throws this rock, and as it hits the ground and rolls, it actually kills a couple of those crabs that showed up. So all that's left are the 2 crabs that are attached to you guys since you're running away. And that boulder was able to roll over several of those crabs and barely missed the obelisk. But yeah, so now it's just the giant crab and those 2 crabs. Turk, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
15 plus 3.
Okay, yeah, you were able to snap out of your fear.
I slap myself.
Yeah, but that takes your full action
To slap myself?
to get out of your condition. All right, so Varrock, go ahead and make a saving throw.
I start shaking.
12.
You are still running away in fear.
Crap.
Really?
Yeah. Johnny, you're back up.
Going to shoot crossbow again.
At the big guy?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, shoot.
It's 19
That hits.
plus 4. 1d6. Plus
It's better
2.
than 1.
It's better than 1.
Better.
So 4 total damage.
All right. You hear more squeals from this crab as it takes more pain. And it kind of stumbles a little bit. But it's still standing.
And then I'm gonna stay in the trees.
Stay in the tree line. All right. Crab's turn. It is going to let out a loud shriek. And you are going to see 2 more crabs appear behind the obelisk. And the crabs that are attached to both of you, they All right, they clamp down for 18.
Yep.
So you both take. Oh, that was a bad roll. 1 point of damage. And
that was a good
Uh-huh.
Turk, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
This is impossible. I was about to do some damage.
I need you to roll a D100.
Oh, no.
Guys, get it together.
At least the fear makes sense.
42.
42. Did I plug this thing in right? Is it plugged? Oh, yeah, it's working. Oh, hey everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. This is Corey, your Dungeon Master. So yeah, part 3 of Reef of Madness. Going strong. Is it just me, or is this battle going on for quite a while? Could be me. Anyways, so glad you guys are sticking with us and listening to these episodes. Thank you guys so much for all the shares and likes and stuff like that. And we've been getting a lot more downloads lately, and that's really awesome. And you guys have just been great. We're excited to see where this adventure keeps going. There's still going to be, several more episodes in the Reef of Madness. Not quite sure exactly how long we're going to be in it, but it just depends on the players and what they choose to do. But so far, we're having a great time in Reef of Madness, and we hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Let's talk about some social media stuff. So our Instagram has been blowing up pretty good. A lot of you have been following us on Instagram. That seems to be the hot spot. But don't forget, you can also follow us on Twitter, and you can find us on Facebook at HBA The Podcast. And so, yeah, we've been having a great time interacting with you guys on social media. You can always send us feedback and what you like, don't like about the show, maybe some suggestions. We would love some suggestions on what you'd like to see on the show. Or, sorry, not see, but hear on the show. And don't forget, you can also send me your adventures. If you want one of your adventures to be played out on this podcast, just email me at hbapodcast@gmail.com because, we want to play your adventures. That's what this show's about. And this adventure was written by Goblin Ink Press, a couple of awesome dudes there, and I think there's more than a couple of them. But anyways, they wrote this adventure, and we've been having fun, and we want your adventure on this show as well. So also we want to let you guys know about another great podcast that you should be listening to. You guys need to check out Dum Dum Die. That's DUM Die. It is an all-female cast homebrew actual play D&D podcast. I'm an avid listener. I've been subscribed and listening to them since their first episode, and it is amazing. We need more all-female groups like them to be representing, Dungeons and Dragons. They do an awesome job, and I know you guys would love it. So don't forget to go check out Dum Dum Die. You can find them iTunes, all those places where you find your favorite podcasts. Also on social media, they're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. So go show them some love. Go subscribe and listen to their podcast as well. And so that's really all I got to say this time. Let's get back to the episode. You begin babbling and are incapable of normal speech or spellcasting.
But you can still fight.
But you can still fight.
That's not so bad.
Okay, so here's where it changes up for you, Varrock. I need
Okay.
you now to roll a D100 again.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Let's hope you babble as well.
Babble together.
78.
Oh, this is new.
Don't laugh.
No.
Oh gosh. This is a long-term effect
Oh,
that
good.
lasts for 10 hours.
Oh.
This character suffers from partial amnesia. The character knows who he or she is and retains racial traits and class features, but doesn't recognize other people or remember anything that happened before the madness took effect.
Okay.
Harsh.
All right, Turk, you're up.
Blah,
You're
blah,
good-
blah,
yeah.
blah, 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 blah.
You're gonna have to mimic what you're doing.
Longbow.
Because you say what you're gonna shoot before you do it. Like I know
That's
whenever
how all things work.
I'm about to use an
Oh, I'm
axe or
assuming she's
sword.
gonna use a longbow because she's pulling up a longbow.
Wait, nope. She said longbow. She's definitely using a longbow now.
15 7 plus 2.
Yes, that hits. Are you going for the big one or the small one?
Yeesh.
She points to the big one. Roll damage.
8 plus 3.
This is good radio.
As you see the arrow soaring through the air, as you have this little crab attached to you, you kind of spin around and you shoot the arrow. As you hear blah, 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 as you shoot it, this arrow flies straight and true into the throat of this giant crab.
Crabs
And
have
as it-
throats.
I'm saying it does. It sounds cooler. As it goes where the throat would typically be, I guess. It lodges
Right underneath the
itself
wing.
in there, and you see the crab just start to just teeter back and forth as it just falls, and it just hits the ground really hard. And as it hits the ground, all these other crabs that appeared begin to scatter back into the sea. As they kind of snap out of whatever it was and they rush back to the sea and go under. And this giant crab just crumbles onto the reef, dead.
That's me.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving or charisma saving throw.
I'm already under something.
I know. Do you want to try to break out of it or not?
Oh, I thought it was to gain something
she
else,
just likes
just to further the madness.
No.
Oh. No.
Oh,
gosh.
boy.
All right, you're still babbling.
That was a big old one.
All right, did you guys all notice that as the crab hit the giant one, the obelisk, it kind of shakes a little bit, and there's a little bit of a brighter pulsing light as this blue light comes out of the crab and goes into the obelisk.
Okay, well, you can't talk, and you don't know who I am.
Sorry, what now? I don't.
Side
This is a nice
note,
island, though.
I think he does know who you are because it was stuff that happens after, right?
He doesn't remember anything before,
Before.
the madness
okay.
effect.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
So I climbed down the tree. We're not in immediate danger, correct?
We are out of initiative.
Okay, so I climbed down the tree, and since I don't know you're insane, I just walk up to you and I'm like, "Well, that got weird."
Did it?
I don't know.
What do you think, Varrock? What do you think about the obelisk? What should we do?
I think we should maybe swim around. Just disregard that. Like, just swim around the water. It's pretty. It's nice out. We could go for a swim. Honestly, I'm hungry.
That's your
we
vote?
could fish. We could. I would love crab. We could do. I mean,
Why don't you go cook the crab,
okay.
and you go over there and do that, and I'll be there in just a second.
Okay.
All right, so Rock, you're going to go cook a crab.
I'm gonna go.
Are you going to go inspect this large crab?
Mhm.
That's there. Okay. Go ahead and roll a investigation check on this crab.
It's already dead, though. Shouldn't he just...
20.
Oh!
Oh, all right. You definitely going to find something.
Do I suddenly remember everything?
You find, as you are kind of searching this crab, you kind of look in its stomach as you're slicing it up
Mm-hmm.
to get ready to cook. And inside its stomach, you find a half-digested, like, wizard
Oh.
that is clutching 2 scrolls that are inside a case. Yeah. And just all everything else is like fish and rocks and everything in his stomach. But there was a swallowed wizard who is dead,
Guys, look
clutching
what
a
I
scroll
found.
case.
We'll walk over there. Oh, I take a look.
I don't remember what it was, but there was definitely something here.
Good. You did good.
Can I roll to see if I can get out?
You
of
can
it?
in a second.
I take the scrolls.
All right. And further inspection, these are scrolls of breathing underwater.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Okay. Is there anything else on the wizard?
Nope. He has no other possessions on him.
Does he have a nice suit?
It's pretty nasty and like torn up.
I mean, I could clean it.
I mean, it was a cloak at one point, but now it's like stained and fishy smelling. But you do notice that the sky is turning brighter and like the sun is out. You now see like birds chirping. The air feels warmer and it's starting to look like more of a beautiful day.
Okay.
I think we could go swimming. We could.
Like, things seem cheerier,
Mm-hmm.
but they're still insane.
Only because they haven't been cured of their effect.
But I was thinking everything would be cured if when we fix the problem. So I'm leaning towards the problem's not fixed.
Listen, I don't know what you're talking about here.
Turk, go ahead and make a saving throw.
Has it been 10 minutes yet?
Not quite.
I'm sorry, which one?
D20. 15. Perfect. Yeah.
Yay! I'm back.
Good job.
What'd I miss?
I mean, you remember
You remember everything. You just couldn't talk.
Oh,
What do you think, Gooble Gobble?
That's what they call me.
Old Google
Nice
Gobble.
to meet you, Google Gobble.
What is the obelisk doing?
It's just standing there. It's just being an obelisk, a stone.
It's not glowing or anything. I'm not asking if.
No, it is not glowing or anything. There's no more pulsation of light coming from it.
Maybe we should use those scrolls to go underwater. See, maybe he was after something.
I'd love to go swimming.
Maybe he's onto something.
Well,
I see no reason why there would be danger in those waters. I don't understand the laughter. I think that's kind of rude, but
sorry, I thought of a real funny joke.
share it.
Okay, I will. What did the pirate say on his 80th birthday?
I don't know.
I'm 80.
Terrible joke.
You know what?
I see why you were laughing though to yourself.
I got a knock knock.
Go for it.
Here's the scrolls. You guys go swim. I'm gonna clean up here. And I give them the scrolls.
Okay.
I do a perception check of the water.
Okay.
7.
7. It looks like water. You don't see anything like swimming in there besides the occasional like little fish swimming by. I mean, there's still some leftover guts and stuff. But you do notice in the distance that there is a boat coming your way.
A friendly boat?
From the basically from the Blue Squid Village, there is a ship on its way.
Oh, maybe they're bringing good news. All right, so I'll hang out until they get here.
Okay. Varrock, go ahead and make a saving throw.
5.
Yeah, 6.
Okay. Yeah, so as you guys are still hanging out on the island discussing what the heck to do, a ship arrives. It's
A ship or a
little
boat?
bigger than y'all's that you came in. It's just another fishing boat. Sorry, boat, not ship.
Yeah.
Another fishing boat. And who should be on this boat but old Fish Manger? And you hear him say, "Oh, hey guys, you we're kind of worried about y'all. We heard some noise and we saw a big bright light shoot up into the sky, and we figured maybe that's some good wenews, and we wanted to make sure y'all weren't hurt or nothing. But it looks like y'all still alive. Did you figure out what's been scaring all our fish away?
Gonna be honest with you, no.
Is he one of us?
I
mean, there's a crab.
There was a big crab, and
That did it have big claws and big eyeballs?
Ironically, no. It was just a big crab with small claws and
I don't-
small eyeballs.
I think you said your name was Fish, but I didn't see any of that.
there
It's been a really just like pleasant, calm day. I've been trying to go swimming.
There was-
Nobody seems to partake. What about you?
there was a big octopus,
She's obviously insane.
and there was a big crab.
Well, maybe that's what the fishermen have been seeing. They've been said there's been reports of something with some big eyes and big claws. That's what we were looking for. Did you get it?
That was never here.
the one again, small claws, small eyes, big crab.
I'm gonna take a sidebar with
Okay.
Johnny.
Yeah, lay it on me. What
What are you doing?
These
there?
guys
I
don't
don't
know
like-
what
I
they're
don't
talking
like
about.
him.
Honestly, this was nothing
we
here.
said giant crab, and he asked if it had big claws. I just want to mess with him.
I want, but then we can.
I mean, we did our job. Let's have some fun.
What was the job?
We're supposed to go swimming.
All right. I'm on the same page. Sidebar over.
3, 2, 1, go.
He says, well, the festival's still going on. We got a big
Festival?
feast going. If you guys want to come back, we got a big feast.
Yeah, I get on his boat
All right.
and say, "Look
He
at
says,
me.
what happened to your boat?
This
Look-
is
look at
this is
that.
my boat."
No, I'm pretty sure I gave you that boat, and it looks,
We were
looks pretty
never
messed
on
up.
that boat.
This is
We were never on that boat. I don't know what to
What's
tell
wrong
you.
with your
You can
friend
always-
here?
You can always trust a barbarian. This is my boat.
Roll an intimidation check.
Is it intimidation or is it more
Persuasion. All right, persuasion.
Because I've got +6 on persuasion.
That was a nice persuasion. Oh,
It's a natural 20
+6.
+6.
He says, wait, is this your boat?
Yeah,
Man, I've been
listen,
having a lot of
you're
hard
as
time
lost
figuring
as I
stuff
am.
out lately.
It's-
So
the crab.
I'm
It's getting
sorry.
to
I
me.
didn't mean
No,
to
you're
borrow your
fine.
boat.
You're fine. You're fine.
Well, shoot. Here, I took good care of it for you.
I
So,
can tell.
do you want to take your boat back to the village, and we'll have
You guys,
them
you
and
can
big
take
feasts
the other
going
one.
on?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
take,
I'll take the other
Yeah.
one. Yeah, that one's mine. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take yours.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
probably get it looked at. It looks kind of rough.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, you should take better care of your things. You know, it's
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep your boat. So
it's okay, fish. You know,
All right, let's
it's,
GTFO.
that of course stands for go to Fish's office.
oh yeah, you want to go back to my place? Sure. Yeah, we'll go there after the feast.
Don't you mean my place?
So yeah, he hops in the damaged boat and begins to paddle that one back. You guys taking his back to the
Yep.
village?
No, I'm taking mine back to the village.
All right, so yeah, you guys hop in the boat. You take it back to the village. Yeah, as you guys arrive, some of the fishermen there have already kind of noticed some difference. Some that were fishing on the shore, they noticed that there's already like more fish coming towards the village. Whatever it is you guys did, like pushed a lot of the fish closer to get away from whatever it was that you guys were dealing with. And a lot of them can, that it's only a couple hours away, so you can kind of see it through some of their sailor scopes. But yeah, so you guys make it back to the feast, and there's some partying going on.
All right, so he still doesn't remember anything, right?
Not at the
Okay,
moment.
So on the way, I want to explain to him, we
Everything that happened.
everything that happened. But like when we get back to the shore, I explained to him that before we left, he promised to for safe travels in our future to throw a gold coin in the well. Behind his back. Obviously, he knows the routine. And so I tell him that because I did it before we left.
That would be a nice bookend if I did. That makes sense.
That would be a nice bookend.
Persuade him that was what happened.
Do I have to though? Because he doesn't.
He still has to. I mean, he may not remember, but he still has to agree to do it and believe.
Okay. Well.
You gotta believe.
So contest his persuasion with your intelligence.
10.
Plus
10.
good.
Nothing.
Because I have a 7 plus 6 on persuasion. So that's 13.
So he persuades you that you were supposed to go flip
Yeah.
a coin in the well again.
And we know how this plays out. I prepare this time. I prepare a little stone to drop in the well.
All right, so you are tossing the coin in, making a wish.
Okay.
All right, Johnny, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check.
That's a 19 plus 4.
You're able to
Why?
swipe another gold wish out of the well. And Turk still is oblivious to this.
I see that one. I just shake my head.
All right, roll a perception check.
Literally, the only gold I'm keeping track of is the one that I just steal.
15.
All right, you notice him do this.
Whoa! My sleight of hand was 23.
But she made the 15 check.
I just go.
And I'm like,
This one time.
that I noticed.
Huzzah!
You notice there's an old lady in the center. She notices Varrock and his kind of quizzical look at everything, like he's never been here before. He doesn't know what's going on. She says, your friend looks a little lost. We've been seeing a lot of that lately around here. He may have what's been going around. I mean, there's someone here in town. We have like a wizard who might be able to help him snap out of this.
I look at the old lady and call her Alfred.
And she changes her appearance a little bit to a human man in a blue suit.
Ow.
Hey, how'd you know it was me?
I know when, there's no spell or anything that can keep me from knowing when a good suit is nearby. So if you just go ahead and hand that over, that'd be great.
What, hand you over my suit?
I think that's what I just said.
Yeah, sorry. Like I said, you got to get it from one of my bosses.
Did you talk? Did you ask about that?
Not yet.
Okay.
I like to see how this is going. So, hey, but it looks like you guys did good so far. You helped the village out with whatever was keeping their fishing. So, I mean, you did one good thing today, right? So we'll consider that a job well done.
Suit worthy?
Almost suit worthy.
Vest? Can I get a vest out of the Just a nice tailor.
I'll tell you what.
vest.
I'll talk to the bosses tomorrow. I'll come back with a vest for you.
Vests for everybody?
Sure, why not?
Because I'm going to be honest with you, we've been pretty invested. All right, thanks everybody. That's the podcast.
But seriously, I mean, your friend probably would need some help. But that's up to you guys.
You can't do it.
But
you can't do it.
I am just your guide.
He's
so
just a messenger.
I'm
He
just a
can't do
messenger, like I said.
anything.
But anyways, so yeah, job well done. You were able to get rid of that problem. You're doing what your guardians are supposed to do. I don't feel like your job is done here yet, but keep up the good work and help them out however you can. I gotta go. I got something else to attend to. Big boss stuff. Hopefully, I'll see you guys soon. Maybe tomorrow.
With a suit?
With the vest.
That's a promise.
Alfred,
I'm
over and out.
Who was that guy?
I take Varrock to get.
All right, yeah.
Help.
So you are able to ask around where this wizard is, and I forget what spell it is, but he uses it to cure you of your madness.
All right.
And
remember
now all
anything
is
that
right with
happened in my
you. Remember
craziness?
everything except for when you were under that madness.
I
So
didn't. You know what
there
we
is that
didn't
little gap.
do? Is we did not do the wishing well thing that we were going to do at the end.
Yeah, didn't you say that you were gonna do that?
No, I did it first.
I don't.
And so I
I
think,
think
you were going
did
to throw it in.
No, I think I remember throwing. I remember throwing something into the well.
I turn around.
I think
I can't watch.
She's like, I don't want to see where this goes again.
I think it's definitely you. It's definitely you.
What'd you roll there?
So I rolled a 9 plus 6 for persuasion. That's
You rolled a
15.
10 plus
What is it?
intelligence.
Intelligence. There's nothing.
So yeah, I think you were gonna.
I mean, I guess so.
throw the
Let's
coin
do
in
it.
there.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me
You,
get out.
you said something about a good
coin.
bookend.
Yeah.
Bookend.
I get out a coin
And
and I
prepare a
turn
stone,
around and I throw it behind my shoulder.
and I roll a sleight of hand. Oh gosh, I've never been more nervous.
Really? This?
That's a 9 plus 4.
Yeah, that's
13.
enough. You are barely able. I mean, you was so close that Varrock thought maybe he saw something fishy.
He wouldn't do
But
that.
yeah, he was like,
wouldn't do
my
that.
friend would never,
No.
ever steal from me.
That would
It
be
looked
him.
like you threw it too hard, so I kind of let it bank off
yeah.
the alley oop. The
I think that wish still counts if that happens. So.
absolutely.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, anytime. I would hate for anything to happen to your wishes.
Thank you.
So yeah, you guys are probably still a little banged up. What would you guys like to do now? I mean, it's back to pretty much. I mean, it took you guys pretty much a full day to do what you did. You're back now, and it's getting pretty late.
How about a brewski?
I mean, most of the festivals have wind down for the night. There's still the Lantern Festival is still going on. You still see lanterns kind of floating around, but it's kind of starting to die down as the night gets older.
Just go to the bar.
Going to the bar, huh?
I want to go to the club.
I don't think there's a club here.
I mean, here's the thing, like going to the club, it sounds great, but then you get there and you're like, it's really just a big stick.
It's a stick.
A club. Guys.
That was a stretch.
All right, so you find the nearest pub. You
Did
go
say
in
club or pub?
pub.
Okay.
You find the nearest pub. And yeah, there's a lot of people still here that are drinking. You notice that there's a lot of different groups of people. Like you see a group of sailors, you see a group of fishermen. You see some guys that look like they might be like officers, but you're not quite sure exactly about them. But yeah, you guys, there's an empty table. You guys take a seat. The barmaid comes over. She, gives you a drink. She says, "These are on the house from your good friend Fish." And then Fish appears behind her. He's like, "Well, good job, boys. I'm really, really thankful you guys did. And ma'am, I'm sorry,
That's
ma'am. I'm really thankful for what y'all did. These drinks are on me. Look, I want to help in any way I can. So, look, here's a little extra gold." And he tosses you each 10 pieces of gold. Woo. And he's like, "That's for doing a good deed for our village. I hope y'all can stick around. There's a lot more going on with this festival, and I mean, there's a lot for y'all to see. I'm gonna be busy for a lot of it, but it's gonna be really fun."
I want to roll something.
Something.
Like, I guess, what would I roll to, like, I guess it would be an investigation, or to, like, see if these drinks are on the up and up, or if they're, like...
Yeah, investigation.
Okay.
I'll do it too.
Thanks, because I rolled a 2 plus 1.
6. Oh, I have -2, so that's
gosh.
4.
8.
As far as you know, these look like good drinks.
Well,
Down the
I was gonna drink it, and now I'm suspicious.
But is your character suspicious?
My character.
You're suspicious, but
I speak as my character.
Well,
Turk is suspicious.
I've already downed one.
Yeah.
So
I'm drinking.
All right, yeah, you drink it. Nothing happens. It was a tasty ale.
All right, I drank mine too. My friends didn't
You
die,
go.
so-
No, I'm kidding. It was a tasty ale.
D100.
Roll a D1.
No.
Yeah, it was a tasty ale.
I go to the bar and ask if they have any top knot pale ale.
All right, yeah, you go. You ask the bartender. They're like, "Oh, top knot pale ale. We actually do have a barrel of that. Just one barrel though. We can only get that one. I guess they had a shortage for some reason, but we hear good things that they're back on up and running.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get some soon.
He's like, it's a little expensive right now. It's
Well,
$2 gold piece.
That's the
a
thing.
pool.
Fish. He said,
Put it on his tab.
put it on his tab.
And you see Fish over there going, "Hi, put on the tab."
Well, now I want to pay for it. Now that he's agreed to it.
No, the whole barrel.
I'm sorry, I can't give you the whole barrel.
I think you can.
No!
I roll a 1.
He says, "Sir, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to cut you off. I'm sorry. I'm more than happy to serve your friends, but I think you've had a little too much." So he cuts you off.
I'll take one.
All right, yeah, you take a top knot pale ale.
I roll a sleight of hand. No.
Yeah.
I spend the rest of the night trying to convince other people to buy me drinks.
All right, go ahead and roll a persuasion check on the crowd.
That is a 16 plus 6. So
You are able to sneak drinks off of tables all night long, and you are... Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
17.
All right, you're still standing,
Boom.
but you're starting to get a little disruptive.
I'm singing and dancing.
I'm just enjoying the fact that I'm able to speak in complete sentences. And I'm just having a great evening. I just wanted to throw that out
Just
there.
enjoying yourself.
Yes, because I can talk.
I've blacked out and again don't remember anything that's going on.
That's how blacked out drunk you are.
Came
Yeah,
full circle.
So the night is getting much younger. The bar is starting to empty, or the pub is starting to empty. You guys are basically closing it down. But I mean, you do still hear a little bit of local gossip coming throughout. You hear like people saying, yes, a weird ship showed up in the night, and I don't know what's going on, but I've never seen the symbol on that ship before. You hear other people agreeing, like, yeah, that's what I've heard as well.
I go and ask them what the symbol looks like.
You ask them that, and they're like, what symbol? I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
I say, yes, you do.
You're just going to try to persuade everybody.
I got good persuasion.
You are a
too.
bard.
That's 6 plus 6, so persuade them, so 12.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. Look, we don't want any trouble. This is just what we heard, okay? Apparently some of the kids have been finding little trinkets that have been washing up on shore, and they followed the source of these trinkets and just walked the shoreline, and there's some ship that appeared, but nobody knows. It looks like a sea creature that is on this ship, and we've never seen it before, but we've heard it's very evil.
Is it Davy Jones?
Who's Davy Jones?
There's a band called the Monkeys.
Are you talking about the animal that lives in trees?
I was referring to the classic movie, but
The classic movie Davy Jones. It is a classic.
Disregard everything.
All right, so what kind of trinkets?
Did they find a feather?
Did they find a feather?
I'm sorry. I don't know what the trinkets are. You're going to have to ask Jelena.
Jelena. Who's Jelena?
She's a half-elven girl that lives in our community. She's kind of the know-it-all of the town. She's always exploring. She's a little wild at heart girl, but she's probably asleep by now. So I'm sure you'll find her in the morning.
Okay. So we get a room and call it a night.
Yeah, let's take a rest.
Take a rest, refill everything.
Sure. Yeah, you see Feech completely passed out on the table, and you see people kind of just like
pick up for
shaking their heads and going, "That's our elder." All right. So yeah, the pub guy, they also run the inn, so they book you a room. Yeah, you have a room for the night. So I'm assuming you all want to go sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So you are able to take a slumber, and you have pleasant dreams.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Homebrew Adventures. Don't forget you can follow us on all our social media. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at HBA The Podcast. You can also check out our website, hbapodcast.com, and you can always email us your adventures at hbapodcast@gmail.com.